Welcome back to Project Management in Runtime HRMS. In this video, we are going to talk about how to create tasks, how to view the data related to tasks for any particular project. Now, this is the page which lists down all the projects as we have seen in the previous video. If I click on tasks over here, I see 0 task here, but if I click on it, this is the page where I can add or edit the tasks. Now it has pre-selected the project where I clicked task. If you want to change it, you can change and then the task for that project will appear. But for simplicity, let's keep it this and then let's add a task. So if I add a task, I'll get a brief description about the project over here and I can put a task name. So let's put a simple description, take measurements. So this is an interior designing project which I just thought about, and the tasks within that project can be various different things that you are going to do. For example, taking measurements and then buying the hardware required and then making the designs and the final installation. So there can be multiple tasks. So I'll just say take measurements of the reception to estimate material required. And then the project duration, you can see it's from 1st of October to 31st of December. So ideally this task should fall within this range. So let's say this requires a 3 days work. So I'll put 1st of October to 3rd of October. This is, I expect to complete this work in 3 days. Now projected time means that how much hours do you think are going to be spent in completing this work? Because you have selected 3 days, it doesn't mean that an 8 hour every day and for 3 days it is going to be 24 hours to complete this task. There can be multiple tasks running at the same time, and there has to be an ideal estimate of how much time do you think this particular task is going to take. So let's assume that out of these 3 days, we will be spending approximately 6 hours in completing the measurements. You can also select the projected time in terms of days, hours and minutes. And if the duration is like less than 1 day, you can simply select hours and minutes. I'm putting 6 hours. Now I'll save it and I'll go back. So again, I'm back on the task page and I can see there is one task added and the status is running. And the start date is 1st October, end date is 3rd October. Projected time is 6 hours and time is spent is 0, which means that right now we have not done any entries related to the work done on this task. Ideally, when the date arrives and when the people start working on this task, they will capture timesheet which will populate this number. And then you can compare that what was the projected time and how much actual time it took to complete the tasks. Now, let's talk a few things more on this particular page. So if you want to switch to another project and view the tasks related to that project, you can simply click the project from the description. For example, if I click here, I can see the tasks related to that particular project. If I go back here, I'll see the task for this project. Now, if there are multiple tasks and some tasks are running, some tasks are completed, you can filter for the running tasks and the completed tasks also. And again, if there are multiple tasks and you want to filter based on the name of the task, you can put the filter over here. So if I put MEA, I can still see it, but if I put something which is not part of the task name, there will be no results. So this is how you can manage the tasks over here. Now, for any particular task, there can be multiple timesheet entries. Timesheet entries are the entries which people will do when they work on this task. So if I have to view the timesheet entries, I'll simply click on timesheets and it will give me a description of the project at the top and it will give me the selected task. Now, there are no timesheet entries as of now because we have not added any members to the project. Once we have added the members and we have added the timesheet, we can see it here, which we will discuss in the next video. Thanks for watching, and this is how you manage tasks within Runtime HRMS project management.